To talk about math, and we're going to do a lesson called Let's Learn About Shapes. Let's get started. Today we will talk about 2D shapes or flat shapes. So when we talk about shapes, there's two different kinds of shapes we can talk about. Flat shapes that are flat, like we're going to talk about today, or 3D shapes, which are solid, and we're going to talk about those another time. But today we're going to talk about the flat shapes that we can measure by how tall and long they are, and they are not solid. They are flat. We will describe different flat shapes using these words. So we have the first word, curve. We're going to be looking at our shapes to see if they have any curved lines. The next thing we're going to be looking at are the sides, the straight sides on our shapes. We'll be looking for those and counting them. And the last thing we're going to look at on our shapes are the corners. Now we're going to learn a new fancy word for corners called vertices. So each shape that we look at, we're going to be looking for curved lines, straight sides, and vertices or corners. Okay, so let's start with our first flat shape. It is a circle. Okay, so now look at the circle and think about the three words that we're going to be looking at in each shape. Do you see any curved lines? Do you see any straight sides? And any corners or vertices? What do you think? Okay, circles have curved lines. They are curved all the way around. Circles have 0 straight sides, and circles have 0 corners or vertices. So these shapes are all circles because they are all curved with 0 straight sides and 0 vertices. They are different colors and different sizes, but they are all circles. Okay, now I'm going to show you 3 shapes, and you're going to tell me, is it a circle or not a circle? Here's our first picture. It's a clock. What do you think? Yes, it's a circle, right? It's all curved around. Here's our next picture. It's a window. What do you think? Is this window a circle? No, it is not. It is not curved, and it does have straight sides and corners. Here's our last picture. The button. What do you think? Is the button a circle? Yes, it is. It is all curved. Okay, oops, sorry, boys and girls. Here's our next shape. It's a square. Can you say square? Okay, think about the words that we were thinking about for each shape. Do you see any curved lines? Do you see any straight sides? And any vertices or corners? Okay. Squares have 4 straight sides of equal length. So we know that squares have 4 sides, 2, 3, 4, and all the sides are the same length. Remember, equal means the same. So if it's a square, all the sides are equal or the same. Squares have 4 vertices or corners. Let's use this green square and count the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squares have 0 curved lines, right? There's no curves on our square like we had on our circle. So in order for a shape to be a square, it has to have 4 straight sides that are the same length or equal, 4 corners or 4 vertices, and 0 curved lines. Okay, I'm going to show you 3 shapes. You're going to tell me, is it yes, it's a square, or no, it's not a square. Here's another window. Is this window a square? Yes, it is, because it has 4 straight sides that are the same length, 4 corners. Here's our next shape. With a picture frame. Is the picture frame a square? Yes, it is. It has the 4 vertices or corners and 4 sides that are the same length. Okay, here's our last shape. It's a cracker. What do you think? The cracker is a square. Even though it's turned On its side, it's still a square because it has 4 sides. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. The sides are the same length. They are equal. And let's count the vertices and make sure there are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 curved lines. It is a square. So even if you turn it, it's still a square. Okay, let's go to our next shape. Do you know the name of this shape? It's triangle. Okay, think about the 3 words that we're looking at for each shape. Do you see any curved lines, any straight sides, and any vertices or corners? Okay, triangles have 3 straight sides, and not and different than a square, the sides do not have to be the same length. So some of the sides can be taller than the other. But all triangles have 3 sides. Let's count this pink triangle. 1, 2, 3. Triangles have 3 vertices or corners. All triangles have 3 corners. Let's count this blue triangle in the corners. 1, 2, 3. Triangles have 0 curved lines, right? No curves on a triangle. So this is the shape triangle. Okay, these are all triangles, even though they're different sizes and different colors, and some of the sides are different lengths. Okay, I'm going to show you some pictures. You're going to tell me if it, yes, is a triangle or no, is not a triangle. Television. Television a triangle? No, it does not have 3 sides and 3 vertices. Cannot be a triangle. Is pizza pizza a triangle? Yes, it is. It has 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, and 3 corners or vertices. 1, 2, 3. Okay, last picture. It's an instrument. Is this instrument a triangle? Yes, it is, and that's the name of the instrument. It is a triangle. It has 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, 3 vertices, and no curved lines. Okay, so far we learned circle, square, triangle. Let's see our next shape. It's called a rectangle. Can you say rectangle? Okay, think about our special words and what we're looking at and see if you can figure out the answers. Okay, rectangles have 4 straight sides. Rectangles are a special kind of square because they have 4 straight sides. But rectangles have 4 vertices that line up like the corners of a piece of paper. So in a rectangle, the sides do not have to be the same length. Rectangles have 0 curved lines. So a rectangle has 4 straight sides and 4 vertices like a square, but the sides are not the same length. But the corners match up like a piece of paper. Okay, so these are all rectangles, even though they're different colors and different sizes. Okay, here's our first picture. You're going to tell me if it, yes, is a rectangle or no, it is not a rectangle. Yes, it's a rectangle, right? Does it have 4 straight sides? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's count the corners or the vertices on the door and see if it has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. They are not the same length, so it is not a square, but it is a rectangle. Here's our next picture. It's a penny. Is a penny a rectangle? No, it is not. It does not have any straight sides. It's all curved. Cannot be a rectangle. One more picture. It's a $5 bill. When you think it's a $5 bill, a rectangle? Yes, it is. Let's count the straight sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the door and the $5 bill are both rectangles. Okay, we have one more shape we're going to talk about. It's called a hexagon. All right, I want you to look at the hexagon and think about the curved lines the straight sides, and the vertices. Hexagons have 6 straight sides. So if a shape has 6 straight sides, it's a hexagon. Let's use this top hexagon and count the straight sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of these hexagons have 6 straight sides. Hexagons also have 6 vertices or corners. Let's count the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hexagons have 0 curved lines. So in order for a shape to be a hexagon, it needs 6 straight sides, 6 vertices or corners, and 0 curved lines. Okay, let's look at some pictures and see if we have any hexagons. A hexagon? I want you to count the sides and count the vertices and count the curved lines. It is a hexagon. Let's count the sides together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a hexagon. 0 curved lines. Is this a hexagon? It is. Good job. And our last picture, is that a hexagon, this chip? Does it have 6 straight sides and 6 vertices? No. Do you know what shape it is? 3 straight sides. It's a triangle. Okay, great job, boys and girls. Now that we talked about all of our shapes, we talked about circle, square, triangle, rectangle, and hexagon. Let's see if you can remember the names of the shapes. Okay, here's our first shape. Can you name it? Hexagon. How many sides in a hexagon? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many vertices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's hexagon. Okay, here's our next shape. Can you name it? Triangle. How many sides in a triangle? 1, 2, 3. And how many vertices on a triangle? Did you say 3? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. So we have our triangle, we have our hexagon. Let's see what our next shape is. It's a circle. Okay, what do we remember about a circle? How many straight sides? 0. How many corners or vertices? 0. Circles have all curved lines all the way around. Okay, here's our next shape. Do you remember the name of this shape? Rectangle. Okay, how many sides on a rectangle? Did you say 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many vertices? Also 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, in a rectangle, the sides are not the same length. Okay, here's our last shape. Can you remember what it is? It's a square. Okay, how many sides in a square? How many straight sides? Did you say 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many vertices? Also 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But remember, the sides on a square are all the same length. All the sides are the same. So let's name our shapes one more time. Hexagon, triangle, rectangle, circle, and square. Thank you for talking about shapes with me today. Great job.